Hey, my name's John, and just recently I was contacted by global media through Universal Pictures in regards to something from Nirvana that I have, and they needed a few seconds of for a upcoming film called Montage of Heck. Anyway, um, this first picture, Safer Than Heaven, Nirvana, is a sticker that I actually don't remember who gave it to me. I think Chris gave that to me, and I put it on my guitar case, and then took it back off and decided to keep it safe so it didn't get too mangled. Um, so I held on to that. This is really exciting because I have a feeling that between Francis, Kurt's mom, and family members, and some friends that are involved um, in this, that it's going to be the most authentic, real dedication to Kurt with a lot of his own recordings and drawings and film that he did. Um, I really hope they stay true to that. The more they do, the more amazing this film's going to be. So, this cassette is the copy that Kurt gave me of the first Nirvana demo with Dale playing. Um, and it's the demo in its entirety. And then there was something else called Montage of Heck on it and went through the whole other side. And Kurt didn't tell me what Montage of Heck was, but I listened to it and it was crazy. It was like little bits of everything from clips from The Hobbit to Partridge Family to there's like a part of Eruption is on there, and some of little clips of Kurt on his 4-track. There's one clip where Kurt, I'm guessing it's Kurt, is vomiting, and he's recording himself vomiting, and then he has classical music playing at the same time. So he edited those together, and it's pretty crazy. But there's all these clips that go on for about 45 minutes. So anyway, this is the copy that Kurt gave to me. And it's funny, right after the very end of the Montage of Heck on this is some Rush songs. And I don't know. Kurt just recorded it on there, and I had never heard this Rush stuff, but it was like, I think it's some songs off of Farewell to Kings, but really like killer, crazy, heavy Rush stuff. So it's funny, I actually started listening to Rush after I heard that. Um, these photos are from the Backlash magazine. It was a Seattle newspaper that Jack Endino's wife had put out, and she did some of the articles in there. And this was the first time I held on to these backlashes that had Nirvana or my band at that time, Subvert, in and Machine. Machine was a band I played in. Anything from any other bands I was in, I kept those. But I always felt like Nirvana deserved more exposure than they were getting. So any article or anything about them, I held on to. So these are all from different Backlash articles, and then there's one from the Rocket. Yeah. Now this piece of paper, the last time that I saw Kurt, which was It was the show that they played with the Melvins and the Breeders in Salem at the Salem Armory. Chris got me on the guest list for that, and some friends. So like 4 of us got in. And after they were done, after the show was over, I went backstage and got to see Kurt, and I hadn't got to talk to him for a little while. But our conversation was pretty good. Like, he said he had just moved to Carnation, and his phone was either disconnected or he had a new phone that was getting hooked up. So he gave me the phone number that he had, and then he gave me a phone number to contact him through Michael Meijel. Sadly, I was not able to get a hold of him. I got a hold of Michael Meijel, but he was no help at all. And either he didn't believe me that I was friends with Kurt, so he didn't try to get me in touch with Kurt, or whatever, man. I don't know, but I never heard from Kurt. Pretty frustrating. I had lost contact with Kurt, and then I was just, seeing him then. He was really wanting to, hook up and hang out. I think he lost contact with a lot of old friends, and he kind of felt like, getting in contact with old friends was a good thing. That's what I got from him. So one thing that I would really like to say in this is, I feel like people have doubts that there's going to be anything new or very little new that nobody's seen or heard before. Well, I believe that, knowing Kurt, I remember I'd go to visit him and he'd have like some weird videos that he recorded on his Pixel Vision. And he was always playing guitar and writing songs, and he had a 4-track, and I believe that he had a 4-track, the last couple years of his life, and I wouldn't doubt that he had it with him on tour. I'm sure he was recording a ton of ideas and stuff, so I really believe that when, the producer of Montage of Hex says there's 200 hours of unheard, stuff that from Kurt and video, I believe it. I really do.